Hi friends, a very quick tutorial on how you can create this dated daily planner for 2025. When you open it up, you will see daily pages for the entire year. So I'll show you how you can create this daily planner on Planify Pro with the date flags on top of here, as well as the calendar below. I'll show you how you can automatically duplicate it for the entire year, as well as how you can print it out and then assemble and put everything together, bind the entire planner, to then have a finished project like you see here. So let's get started. Okay, so go on to Planify Pro. Best is to use it in Firefox in a new private mode window so it can run the best. I also recommend you to use a computer instead of an iPad or any other device because it will run the best, the smoothest on your computer, especially if you're creating such a big planner as we are doing now with over 300 pages. So best is to use it from your computer. Firefox works the best. Then once you're logged in, you want to go and click on create a planner like this. Create a new planner. Then next you want to choose in what paper size or what sizing you're making your planner. Now this planner right here is in the personal white size. I can show you exactly how big it is. Personal white. Now the personal white size is 6.75 times 4.75 inches. In centimeters, it's 17 centimeters high and 12 centimeters long. Okay, so these are the measurements. So choose personal white size or any other size you want. You can also make it in A5, half letter size, or any other size you prefer. Choose your sizing right here. You might want to double click on it. Please make sure that up here it says the correct sizing. So here I'm making it in personal white size. And then next you want to have your very first page empty. So let me quickly show you here. This is the planner. When we now open up the page, this very first page, which is empty right here, this one right here, is the very first page in Planify Pro, this very first page right here. If you now, for example, add in a pattern and set it to full, then you will also see a pattern right here, okay? But best is to maybe leave it empty. So let me quickly make it empty. So I have removed the pattern by clicking here on none. Then we also don't want any widget boxes in here. So I will click here on edit layout, and this will allow me to edit the widgets. So I can click on the widgets, I can add new ones, or I can remove them. So I want to remove them all. Remove them like this, clicking on the blue button like this. Now next you want to add a second page. And the second page is where the planner will start. So we open up the planner like this, and you see here is January 1st. And January 1st will be on the second page. So here, let's click on duplicate page. Second page. Right here is the first day. So we have pre-made templates, which means you don't have to redesign the entire planner from start. You can go up here to template, starter. On the right side, you want to go and look for starter daily dated. Okay, here are all kinds of dated daily planners you can apply. These daily data planners all have a date flag and a calendar on it. So the template I have used for this planner is exactly this first template right here. You can click on this very first template. Do not click on the planner itself, click on skeleton, okay? Because this template has been designed in the A5 size, as you see here, A5. If I now click on this template, it will resize the entire template into A5, but we want to keep the personal white sizing. So only click on skeleton, like this. And then if you like the styling, the font and the black color here, you can also click here on style, and you also take over the style like you see here. Now I like how it looks like, however there are a few things I would like to adjust. First of all, I want to change the font. So let's go to the text menu, H2, Then here, let's go to regular font. And then here we can select a new font. Let me see, maybe I will go with this font right here. So feel free to select any font of your liking. And then something else I would like to do is also change the widget style. If you now go to Style, you will see different kinds of stylings here on the right side. And these are just a way to show the widgets. So either have them with rounded corners, with a thinner line, with a thicker line. So feel free to play around with the styling and see what you prefer. Now I will go with the classic 2 style, which is just a simple black line on the top and no frame around the widget. Of course, you can also play with the colors. Let's say you go back to neutral and then select original style. You can now also play with the colors. So if you go to color, you will see these are the main colors. Black is the outline color of the widget. The header color is gray. So all your headers here are in gray colors. And then you also have the line color. If you now change the outline to blue, it will make everything blue. If you change the header color to orange, it will make it all orange. If you change the line color to green, it will make it green on all the widgets. So this is how you play with colors. So let me quickly click on undo and let me go back and select a minimal style, which is the classic 2. And I am happy with how it looks like. Now I want to have daily pages on the left and on the right side. So let me copy paste the left side to the right side. Up here there is a button called left to right. When you click there, it will copy paste you everything from the left to the right. So let's do it. There you go. Everything's from the left to the right. Now what is left is now to correct the dates. Now I want this planner to start on January 1st, and you can also start it on January 1st, 2025, or you can start it on any other day in the year. So you can make the planner for 2026, 2027, or any other date. It doesn't have to start in January. It can also start, for example, on April 5th or any other date. So to change the date, make sure Edit Layout is set to off, and then you can click on this date flag, double click it. This menu will show up, and then here in this menu, you can go and select the correct date to start. So let me go and select January 2025, Wednesday the 1st. Then next, let's also click on this calendar right here and really make sure it's correct to the correct date or correct month. So January, and then the year has to be 2025. Repeat the same on the other side, on the right side. Here you want to have it set to January 2025, the 2nd. So one moment here, let me find the month. January 2025, Thursday the 2nd. And then for the calendar, let's also set it to January 2025 like this. Now, of course, you can further customize the planner. So for example, if you want to change the icons in the to-do list, you can click on the to-do list here. In the settings, you can scroll down and you can select a new icon like this. So this is something you play around with. Then you can also replace these widgets. You can also change the header name. So if you want to type in, for example, priorities, you can do that as well. Maybe if you want to change it to a to-do list, you can go to to-do, click on the list, and then here you can reduce the amount of icons, make them smaller, and you can also change the icon like this. Then also if you want to make the columns or rows bigger or smaller, you want to click here on Edit Layout, set it to On. This means you will see these fractions right here. So you can click on them and make it smaller or make it bigger like this, as well as these columns right here below. It's similar like Lego, like playing with Lego. And then you can, for example, also add in additional columns. So you can click on any widget. And if you want to add in a box down here below, click on the plus button. this will add you a new row where you can click on this empty space, and then you can add in another widget, so 1 or 2 widgets, or you can extend them. Then you can add in a different kind of widget, whatever widget you like, and further customize the layout this way. So let me quickly go back, reset this layout, and then let me quickly set this one to off, so I can click on the date flag and then set this one to January 1st. Now let's say you're happy with your layout. You can then duplicate this layout for the entire year. So let's do this. So here at the bottom, you have a button with 3 dots. It's this one right here below. You want to click on it. This menu will show up and it will ask you how many times you want to duplicate it. So let's duplicate this page another 180 times. This will give you around 360 pages because we have 2 days per one page. So let's duplicate it 180 times. So we should end at around December 25th, something like this. If you have a fast computer, click to work faster. So you can set it to 0.6 seconds. This will duplicate the pages faster. If you have many items on your planner, if you have a lot of stickers and patterns and so on, you might want to duplicate it slower so it has enough time to add all the elements on top of the planner before it goes on to the next page. Since this planner is very simple, we can just click and set it to 0.8, for example. Okay, then once you have set everything, click on duplicate and change date. 180 times. So click on it and you see here it will now add you a new page. Plus, if you look up here, it will also change you the dates and it will also change the calendars for you. Okay, it now has finished duplicating it. I am now in December 28th, so I will now have to manually duplicate it to finish the entire year. So I will now click here on duplicate change date, this button right here, just once. This will add me a new page, duplicate it once, and then let's click on it again. Okay, so now we are December 31st, 2025, and then on the next page it's January. But we can leave it as is. So once your planner is completed, you should now have around 184 pages. You can then go to Save Export, Export PDF, All Pages, Paper, and then you now want to select on what paper you're printing. If you're printing on A4 paper, click A4. If you're printing out on US letter size paper, click US letter size. If you have pre-cut personal white size paper, you can select the first option right here. I have A4 paper, so selecting A4. Then next, you will have to click on select rearrange the pages. This is very important that you select this menu when you export. Then once selected, you then want to click on Batch Generate PDF. It will now make you a PDF file. So you now want to click on Download PDF. Now this is the PDF file. This is how it looks like. You will see all the dates are messed up. So here is 1st, here is 31st and January 2nd. It's all mixed up, but please do not worry. Everything will be fine when you cut it out and then put it together into one. Then all the pages will line up correctly. So from here, what you want to do is you want to go here to save the planner to your computer. You can make a new folder called 2025 Planner, like this. Save it as inserts. So save it to your computer. Then you want to open up this PDF file in Acrobat Reader. So let me quickly show you. Open it up right here. And then you want to click on print. You want to select to print all pages. Have it custom scale set to 100%. And then make sure that all the other settings are correct, but it's very important you select custom scale 100%. This will make it exactly the personal white size. Now you want to print this planner out front and back. If you have a duplex printer, you can select to print on both sides and you want to click to flip it on the short edge. So if your printer can print front and back, duplex, automatic, have this menu selected. If your printer cannot print duplex, you want to select to print all odd pages first. So print all odd pages, then you want to flip the pages, reinsert into the printer, and then you want to print out all the even pages on the back side of it. So print your planner front and back, and then once you have it printed, you want to then cut it out. Now for the cover, very quickly and easy to create the cover, you want to go back to Planify Pro and then click on Create a Planner. Then next you want to click on Create a New Planner. Then you want to go to the Size menu and then make sure your correct size is selected. So here, for example, the personal white size right here. So have the sizing selected. Then next, if you see any widget boxes right here, you want to click on Edit Layout and you want to remove them like we did before with the inserts. Then here under Pattern, you want to go to Pattern, then Fix Color, and you want to scroll down and choose any pattern you like. Now for the cover on last time, I have selected this pattern right here, this one right here, or I believe it might have been this one here. And then you want to make sure that the pattern is displayed to full. So here you can also select different kinds of border style, but to fully displayed, make sure it's set to full like this. And then you can go to sticker mode. Up here you can click on sticker, and then you can click on the right side of widget. Sticker mode means that you can freely move things around on the planner. So you can add text widgets, which you can freely move around like this. Now click on the right side, which is the front cover, and you want to add in a text widget like this. You want to, on the right side, type in 20. And maybe also let's change the font. Click here on the AA icon, and then you can change the font like this. You can also click to auto fit like this, and then maybe let's change the text color to maybe a dark red brown color like this, maybe like this. That might look nice. Then want to move the text here. Now let's copy paste it, drag it down, and down here below let's set it to 25. So now we have a 2025 cover. So make sure it's somewhat set to the middle like this. And once you're happy with your cover, you can then go to Save, Export, and then click on the personal white size here, personal white. Click on Generate PDF, and this will make you now a PDF file with 2 pages. So let me quickly show you. Click on Download PDF. These are the 2 pages. You now want to print out these 2 pages onto white glossy sticker paper for your cover. So let's save this one to your folder. Let's call it Cover. And I'll quickly show you how to print out this cover. Open it in Adobe Acrobat Reader, and then click on Print right here. You want to print out each individual page on white glossy sticker paper. For the custom size, make it a slightly bit bigger than the cover so we can wrap the sticker around the cover. So I recommend you to print out the sticker at around 120% like this. This will make it a slightly bit bigger than your actual cover. So print out both pages. And now next we can move on to cutting and assembling the planner. After you have printed out all the inserts, you then want to move on to cutting the inserts. Like you see here, I'm using a heavy-duty paper cutter which you can purchase on Amazon. Then once you've cut out all the inserts, you can just combine the left and the right side together like you see here. So you do not need to arrange any pages anymore. They should all align from January until December. Once you have completed this, you then want to hole punch it. Here I'm using a Cinch Binding machine. You can use any binding machine you have available at home. Just make sure the holes are positioned at the correct place when you are punching the inserts. Then you want to print out your cover design on white glossy sticker paper. Cut your chipboards down to the person white size. Make it a tiny bit bigger than the inserts. Cut down the corners and fold in all the sides like you see here. Then next you also want to add a white sticker paper on the inside of the cover and then hole punch it. Then next take some O-wires and you want to clip down as many rows as you need. Then insert all your inserts first, add in the cover and then the back cover and then cinch it all together like you see here. Then lastly, you can also add an elastic to your binder. This step is optional. But once you have done that, your planner is completed and that is how it should look like. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to always message me on Instagram or Facebook and I will try to respond to your questions as quickly as I can. Bye!